And welcome back, this is Baller Scuba with more Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 3, the story so far. The group arrived at Archon Cathedral and faced off against Voyager. Voyager informed them that Kanan had been acting as a spy and observing their actions the entire time. They were shaken by the shocking truth, but Kanan showed no concern for their reactions, and instead offered to give Voyager the power of the compass if he would make Kanan a testament. However, it was a trap, and Kanan disappeared into another dimension, taking Voyager with him in order to save the others. Current objective: search for Abel and the Zohar by heading to the isolated laboratory beneath Archon Cathedral. So we're at the same save point we've seemingly been at for a while. We are ready to head forward. We have the same objective that we have had for what seems like a long time. I don't want to fight that enemy for the time being, so we'll just head this way. And we'll head back into the cathedral. This time there's going to be no cutscene to stop us. You might have noticed that there's a giant hole here that obviously forms some kind of elevator that we can go down. It's activated from here, but there is no power. That is why the little lights are not blinking red. So instead we'll just head over to the northwestern corner. And over here, we can disembark, because there is something shiny and blinky and red over here. So we'll just go ahead and hit that. With chaos, apparently. Emergency subgenerator. The lifeline is cut off. All power supplied to the cathedral and the other underground isolation research facility is shut off. Why is that such a long name? Switch to the sub-power source. Indeed we will. Turn on the, emergency generator power. Usually that happens automatically in the sci-fi shows. But a couple doors do open here. So if you do want to head back outside, you could do that. But really I don't need to at this point. We'll just head down the elevator here. Research Resource Transport Elevator. Go to the Underground Isolation Research Facility? Sure. Could you guys shorten the names for me in the future? That would be great. But we have made it to the Isolated Research Facility, which is not exactly what it said before. Here we can find elevators. We're going to ignore them for the time being. No, damn it. How am I going to sneak up behind him now? There's something over there. He's going to turn around. You know he is. Damn it. I went ahead and switched the party around. Ruben's now in the lead. He's now in the party, as you might imagine. With that enemy gone, we're free to destroy these boxes, get ourselves a Nano Repair DX out of one of them, and then we can head down elevator number 1. Now, a lot of this is optional. There is one right way to go, but ultimately, you only have to go down 2 of these, I'd say. And this one gives you an all repair. If you count getting items, then really only 3. But for the time being, that is all we can do here. So we'll head back up. Might see an enemy. Down elevator number 2. So we're going to head down that way, or HUD down that way, apparently. I don't know what's going on with me today, but more enemies. And we'll see if anything awaits us down here. Unfortunately not even a couple items, just the enemy, and really that is it. So we'll head back up. I'm just going to go ahead and skip numbers 3 and 4 here. They're not necessary for the time being. There's actually nothing of interest in 3. There's not even boxes to destroy, let alone an enemy or something good. With that enemy gone, we can head up here, destroy that. Not that it serves any purpose whatsoever. And then we can start destroying these much larger boxes, just for the hell of it, seemingly. Nothing further down, so we might as well disembark from here. Now this is going to be the point where I start pointing out that there's a lot of empty space in this dungeon. This will become a little bit more apparent as we go through this door. So if I don't go anywhere, or don't go a certain place, it's because there's nothing there. We'll head down here for the time being, though, and open the A1 gate. And that will take us to that giant treasure chest eventually. So good thing we came this way. But for the time being, what we want to do is just head down and back onto our ESs. Since we are going to need to be in them in order to get that giant treasure chest. Doesn't mean something really good is in it. It just means it's big and you need to get it with the ES. Alright, so we'll head back up. Most things have respawned around here. But we don't need to take them on anymore, so we'll just head down to elevator number 4, which is the way that you want to go if you just want to head forward. Elevator number 3, really, there's nothing there. And we'll head down here to see if there's anything for us to destroy. There is not. And like I said, there's number 3. It really does have nothing in it. So bad. But down number 4, we can find the way forward. We can head down here, find a new enemy. I thought we might encounter one. This is an anathema officer. I also didn't really show off the Maranatha, which is essentially the same thing as the anathema. If you ask me, it just doesn't have the little rocket thing on its shoulder. Either way, full moon. It's time to show off the Reuben. And down go both anathemas. That's how powerful it can be. I'm going to do my best to take out the Maranatha. Asher doesn't always have a good history at doing that. Much better with the anathema. But apparently it worked. It is anathema, right? Yeah, anathema. That's like a real word. It means... I always want to say it's a feeling, though. Either way, down goes the officer. And we get a good amount of experience out of that. To be fair, I'm a little under-leveled right now. Might need to go do some level grinding at some point, but you know what? For now, I should be fine. Disembark from the ES, indeed I will. And we'll head up and see what we can find here. Like I said, lots of empty space. There's nothing that way. Don't even bother. There are conveyor belts that'll make it go a little bit faster than it looks, but there's still nothing that way. We have a long way to go on conveyor belts today. I do eventually want to go up there, but as you can see, I don't really have a good path that way, since the conveyor belts kind of just stop me from proceeding. There's something there we'll have to deal with, but I'm kind of locked out from it for the time being, thanks to that little meridian there. Like, the conveyor system seems to be malfunctioning. Just in case you try to go that way. Ooh, that way. Is there anything up here? I don't think there is. We'll check it, though. Yeah, there's nothing. Alright, we'll head back. Wait. Really, there's nothing, yeah? That's not a thing? No, it's just a little show. Yeah, there's really nothing that way. But you get a little glimpse of what we're about to take on in our giant ESs. They are so big by comparison, really. They're just a little show. I said lots of empty space. So much. So much. There's our ultimate goal. You can see the treasure chest there. Pretty obvious how to get there once you see it. But you might skip it if you looked at that button and thought that was going to be it. Here, though, we can get a DSP1. That will increase skill points that you earn at the end of a fight. There it is. DSP1. Small SP+. I already have an SP2, though, so probably not going to be using that. I'll probably be using this instead. I'll be using that for level grinding, which will be for bonus videos. I'm going to clear out that skill line. Like, every skill for every character. That is now the new goal. I'm almost there for Cosmos along the 2 skill line paths. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so, not this one, but the one with the little meridian. There we go. Here, or sorry, median. The hell am I talking about? Meridian. Here, you want to head up as much as you can. Not that it's absolutely necessary, but destroy that when you get the chance. And that will fix the conveyor belts, which is what we wanted to do. Nothing left over there, so just for the time being, we'll just head up here. And going to the right serves no purpose, so we'll just head over here and open the A2 gate. And that will allow us to proceed. We were blocked off from that before, which is why we had to disembark, even though I didn't necessarily show it off. Also, our ESs aren't waiting there like they used to in previous games. They used to just hang out there, waiting for us to get back on, but maybe they're, you know, in our little half PlayStation controllers these days. Either way, though, we are ready to move forward. Heading through the giant empty that we see around here. And finding a new enemy? Yeah, we do. There are 7 enemies this time. That's fantastic. We will try to take out the anathemas with the Reuben. The new enemy, by the way, is Yakud Cannon Revised. We have not seen Yakud Cannons for a while. But now they've been revised. Right, down goes the anathema. That's not going to do the trick. That's not going to do the trick at all. Alright, well, Asher's going to use a level 2 anyway. Go Flare Buster. Take out all 5 of these. Down all 5 of them go. Now the Dyna gets a turn before the Anathema Officer. Hopefully 2 Dual Rage will do the trick on you. And it does. I do like it when I go first and I absolutely destroy everything. Makes things so much easier for me. Yeah, Shion and Cosmos are now up to level 56. I'll still leave them in the party. Everybody else is pretty close to level 56. Some barter items, in case you want to sell them. I should probably be selling them more often. But in here we can get a Delta Edge 3, which is a weapon for Momo. But we already have her ultimate, so it's not going to look good by comparison. It does have more luck on it, though, so that's a thing. But for the time being, we are just going to move to the right. Again, nothing around there that I can destroy, and that's a little disheartening, to be honest. But we will head up here because there is a save point, which I will use. All healed and saved. Instead of disembarking here, we're going to head north and see what we can find up there first. I also seem to have solved the technical problems that I was having before, so things are looking up. I'll take on this guy. And once they are gone, we can head all the way to the end to disembark from our ESs. Now, we are going to head up here. I do believe this, once again, is entirely optional, and it looks so much more complicated than it actually is. So what we're going to do is head into this room. This seems to be a data room. Indeed it is. We're going to bypass all of these. It looks like a terrible puzzle, doesn't it? It's not. This door here, kind of fairly obviously a door, needs to be opened. In order to do that, we need to unlock all of these. How do you unlock them? You just hit them. Like, seriously, that is it.
Data access approval granted.
Hooray! And now we will have data to view. We are going to view all of it because it's observation. This is observation regarding Ernest Luis, appointed chief of the 1875th Special Ops Command in place of Sean McCallum, shortly after McCallum was arrested in a plot devised by Yuriev in 4667. He is a stickler for following rules and will never disobey an order from his superiors. Upon McCallum's capture, he was given the order to arrest the Abraxas detachment. Yeah. This is something vaguely familiar. Let's unlock number 2.
Data access approval granted.
View data 2? Indeed I will. Observation regarding Alexei Tsiolkovsky? leader of the anti-UMN organization VLV in TC 4667, and an extremely gifted engineer with a penchant for becoming emotional. The respect he garners from the organization stems from his decisiveness and strong leadership qualities. We'll head over to number 3.
Data access approval granted.
And see what we can find here. Observation regarding Klaus Torres, the only son of Irene Torres, president of the Torres Foundation, which primarily deals with the immigrant fleet and the spaceport industry on planet Abraxas. He was brainjacked by a mysterious individual while at a summit held to help bring the immigrant fleet and Galaxy Federation together. He committed suicide in virtual space. This is all sounding very familiar to me. Let's head down to number 4. Trying to do it quickly.
Data access approval granted.
And we'll view data number 4. Observation regarding Kayla, a prototype Realian with program Kanan installed, confidant of Wilhelm, and an acting server for the data collected by the other Realian running program Kanan stationed throughout the star cluster. So the data apparently doesn't know that Kanan is running program Kanan. But apparently somebody else was, gathering the information that Kanan was gathering. Compiling it, I guess. That was Kayla for Wilhelm.
Data access approval granted.
Let's see what's in data 5. Observation regarding Sean McCallum. We heard a little bit about him before. Chief of the 1875th Federation Police Special Ops Command. He displayed absolute obedience to orders given from headquarters. A fundamentally stubborn man, yet thoughtful in his consideration for his subordinates, especially Jan Sauer. Perhaps it is because he worked for Jan's father. He displays an understanding and compassion like that of a father figure. Okay, I'm not sure if father figure is hyphenated, but understanding is definitely one word. Number 6.
Data access approval granted.
Let's see what awaits us here. Observation regarding Zora, government issue Galaxy Federation made secretary type android stationed as Dmitry Yuryev's assistant. In existence like Zora's, an android made entirely of artificial parts, who proofread this, was hardly uncommon in the TC 4600s before Realian technology became practical. It is said they were more highly valued than human workers due to their memories and the precision of their works. There were types with a variety of external appearances were made to suit the needs of various applications. That whole sentence just confused the hell out of me. But yeah, there were types that looked different for various applications. That's what they're trying to say. I'm not entirely sure what they did say, though. As a secretary type, Zora was made in female form, although that sexist way of thinking was met with more than a few complaints. Seriously, who proofread that?